Why did this team want this win so bad?
It means a lot to us, 'cause, man, this is why you come to Georgia. This is the whole reason you come to Georgia, come to win. All the work we put in, the things you guys don't see, the physical Tuesday, Buddy Tuesday, the summer conditioning, just the whole round just being at Georgia. It means a lot to the program.
You held the offense to negative rushing yards. You make Ty Simpson look like he had happy feet all game. Why was his defense so dominant today?
Man, we just all week we talk about let it rip. Just let it rip, man. Just play fast, physical, and free. Don't hold back. Don't think about it too much. Just play football. And the coach had a great plan, and we executed the plan.
Did you feel like you guys got some get back after what happened in Athens earlier this year?
It definitely left a little bad taste in our mouth, but we knew like that game didn't have nothing to do with it. That wasn't us, That's a whole different team. We feel like we was a whole different team from there.
What was your vantage point of the block punt, and how did that set the tone for this game?
Man, I just remember coming out the field, and plant up, and I just looked up, and I just seen, the ball just blowing block. I'm like, man, okay, that's a momentum play. We harp on special teams at Georgia, special teams, special players. So, man, they did a great job on that.
Georgia was much better on third down defense this go round. Alabama was only 3 of 14 on third down. What was the emphasis this week on third down defense?
We knew we had to be better on third down. Even like way before this, just that's something we had to get better and work at. We felt like we didn't give our best shot on third down the last time, so we took that and just kept our head down working.
There was a moment during the game you were talking to some of the younger guys in the huddle. What was your message to some of the younger players in this game?
Just make it about us. Use what got us here. That's composure, resiliency, and our DNA traits. Let's win the Georgia way. And not make it about them. Let's make it about Georgia.
Sorry, CJ, what do you feel like is the part of the defense that you feel like has evolved throughout the season and gotten you to this point?
Man, two things Shu always says, man, like find a way to win, find a way to get better. And I think that's something we continue to do, just find ways to win and find a way to get better. And it just starts in practice with our preparation.
The fact that there's only one.
What was the difference between this Alabama team you saw this week and the team you saw today?
Man, I feel like it had nothing to do with them. It was more so us. We know who we are. We knew what we had to get better at. We know we had to work on. And the whole message was let it rip.
What about the pressure on the quarterback today? It seemed like you guys were able to knock him off his spot a couple of times.
Yeah, no doubt. Man, like I said, just letting it rip. I think Coach Shu did a great job. With calling the pressures, and we did a great job executing. It's something we just work. Like I say, it goes back to practice.
Gunnar Stockton winning MVP today. How have you seen him progress throughout the season?
Man, just a great leader. Like I say, go back my freshman year when he wasn't starting, just how he come in, work head down, and man, I'm so happy for him, man. He deserved it, man. He worked so hard.
Considering there's only one person on this whole team that's ever beaten Alabama, how good does it feel to finally get past the Crimson Tide?
Man, it feels great. It feels great. I'd be lying if I said it's not something we know. We thought about, coming to this game, but man, it's just all boiled down to us, making it about us.
I know it feels good to be an SEC champion, but you guys have a lot more in front of you,
doubt,
and you're hoping to make a better run than you have in previous years.
No doubt.
What's the goal for this team?
Just one step at a time. We got meet tomorrow and figure out what's the plan going forward. But we got to continue to find a way to win and find ways to get better.
CJ, this is a totally different defense than you saw at the beginning of the season. Was there one moment when you said to yourself, "We've turned the corner. We're going to be the type of defense we saw today"?
No doubt, man. That's something we always just work toward. It just goes back to just being about who we say we are. We know the work we put in each and every day, and the work that the coaches put in, putting us in our best position. So it just goes back to us preparing, practicing, and working our butt off.
I was not finished. We got plenty more games to play. Enjoy this one, have fun, and it's a special moment.
Can you share a little bit about what you've been through during your time in Georgia, just kind of things that you've had to overcome to come be in this moment?
I probably couldn't name all the injuries, but there's been injuries since my freshman year. I've been up and down, receiver, special teams. I kind of do a little bit of all, but it's been a lot, and it means a lot to be able to still be here and be able to play in games like this, no matter what I'm doing, and just help the team.
Thank you.
I know you've talked already, I'm sure, about the big play and the big momentum-shifting play that you helped deliver. What was the reaction like on the sideline when you went back to it?
A lot of head taps, smacks, whatever you want to call it. A lot of love. People know how much work we put in to be able to do things like that, and everybody celebrating with me. It was a really good feeling.
What did you see on that play to allow you to do that?
The coach really saw something, put me there from the last punt. Rushed. I was open. I don't really practice that much, but when I went in there and did it, executed, and it was a big play and big momentum shift in the game.
For you to do that in an SEC championship game, a game of this magnitude, how awesome is that for you personally?
It's awesome. I mean, senior year, go out, the SEC championship win, be able to make a huge impact in the game that early. It means the world to me, and I'm just glad I could make these guys around me proud and just show them what you can do.
One thing Kirby was talking about is red zone needed to be effective and special teams needed to as well. How big was that a point of emphasis going into this game?
It was a big point of emphasis. I mean, he knew at some point that in the game, special teams was going to have a role and make a play. And I think we had 2 momentum plays, and that's huge in the game no matter what point of the game it is. And I think the momentum showed.
Am I right? You normally have 4 on the line for punt cover? Like when you're lining for punt cover, you have four players on the line of scrimmage and everyone's further back? Or?
I mean, it just depends. It really depends. They were in a different formation, and we just kind of took advantage of it.
Stopping the run, that's a main factor on our defense. Coming into fall camp, we knew that we wanted to stop the run. And basically just having that mentality of stopping the run.
Davis, you guys will have a pretty long break before your next game where the defense is playing very well. Is that you worried that you lose some momentum as a defense?
No, we're not worried that we'll lose any momentum. But we know that we have a lot of things to get better at over that break, and we have much time to get better at it.
Davis, how much more comfortable do you just feel in this defense in your second year and being counted on play after play?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel very comfortable. I know I got 10 guys around me that's going to do their job, and when I just do my job, everything falls apart.
What was the feeling when this game clock hit all zeros? You guys knew y'all were back-to-back SEC champions.
It felt great. It just made me think of all them times where we was doing summer workouts, spring workouts, all those things just adding up to this day.
How big was the offense being able to capitalize, scoring a touchdown after the blocked punt, after Dalen's interception, after the turnover on downs, capitalizing when they had big opportunities?
Yeah, the offense capitalizing, that gives the defense motivation, that gives the special teams motivation. And the special teams, we just going out there knowing that we had a job to do this week of getting us a block punt or getting us a block field goal in this type of atmosphere, and we did that.
What's it like seeing Roderick get in and score the touchdown and just everything he's been through and playing a big part?
Yeah, that felt so good to me because that's like my twin. Like, we almost look alike, and I just troll him about that every day. And I know, so much stuff that he's been through with injuries and things of that nature. Just seeing him go out there and get a touchdown in this type of atmosphere, that felt very good to me and the whole team.
Go ahead.
Is there a game in particular that stands out to you that you feel like the Dogs really found their identity on defense?
No, I wouldn't necessarily say found our identity, but just keep coming in and getting better and knowing that we got things to get better at.
What was so different in playing Alabama the second time?
Just executing up front, executing in the secondary on money downs, third down, second and longs, things of that nature.
One thing CJ just said is he wouldn't be lying if he told you it didn't feel better to beat Bama, a team that you guys haven't been able to get past. How much better does it feel given that it is Alabama?
It felt very good. It felt very good to me, very good to the coaches, to the players. We went about this week knowing that enough is enough. That's something that we went into this week talking about.
I say just paying attention to meetings, walkthroughs. Like, Coach Smart is very intense on us paying attention to walkthroughs and paying attention to the smallest details. Because like I said earlier, college football is about the game of inches everywhere. So we want to make sure not just the one guy, the second guy, but every guy, no matter what grade you're in, knows the detail to 100%.
Dylan, getting this win here in the Benz, we talk about it huge, not only for y'all, but for Kirby to get this final win. I know against Alabama, a team that y'all played several times over at the end. Just kind of talk about that emotionally.
It's a blessing, man. But at the end of the day, the job not done. Like, I'm happy and all, but we all trying to win a national championship, Because at the end of the day, guess what? The game going to be over, and we starting to compete to win the next game on the next opponent. We're trying to win that natty. So you'll see me probably more excited once we win that national championship. So, yeah. We're trying to have for our senior year. So it felt great beating them, especially after losing to them so much. So.
Your defense was outstanding tonight. What can you say overall about their performance?
Oh, they did great. I think Alabama had 16 rushes for -3 yards. So that's a pat on the back for them, man. They worked their butts off all week, and, hey, they did what they're supposed to do.
What's it like to see Devin Stockton ball out the way that he did tonight and earn MVP honors?
Hey, man, that dude right there has so much resiliency, composure. He plays his butts off, man. He's a very tough guy, lowering his shoulder and everything, but I'm not surprised, he does everything at practice well, so, yeah.
earned yourself a trip to the Sugar Bowl. How does that feel now to get some time off getting ready for that playoff game?
Recovery. That's what we need. You know, we got a lot of guys out, and a lot of guys have to step up. But at the end of the day, we need that recovery, and it's a blessing to play in the Sugar Bowl as well. So we look forward to it.
Seems like you were Gunner's favorite target for a little while, man. How do you feel catching those big passes down there at the end zone?
It felt great. You know, you never know when the ball is coming to you. You always got to be prepared and run your routes full speed because you never know when the opportunity is going to come. So.
Now in this era of the college football playoff, what does it mean to win the SEC championship?
It means, you know, the SEC is the toughest conference in college football, and winning that it just shows how much hard work you put all the way back in from the summertime to now. So just the preparation from summer workouts and the winter workouts and stuff, it's all paying off. So.
And I know Alabama, you guys didn't go say into it that, you know, there's a little extra to it, but you guys hadn't been there for quite a while. What does it mean to, you know, finally get over the hill with it?
It feels good. I say it was just our next opponent in the SEC championship. You know, at the end of the day, we wanted to win the SEC championship, no matter who was going to be in the game. So we just happy that we won.
What was your reaction to Spears' block?
Man, that boy. See, one thing about Spear, he will always come back from injury, and then something bad will happen again. So just seeing him make those plays, man, had us the whole sideline turned. You know, so he needed that, man, because he always works his butts off every day. And injury would happen, but him making those plays was big time.
Did you feel that momentum shift after that play?
Man, did I? Of course. I'm all smiles for my guy, you know. So.
In the first part of the year, you guys were scratching it.
Environment like your all team right now, but what was it like in there with your teammates?
It was 0-0. You know, the game not over. We still got another 30 minutes to play. You know, so let's go out there and keep competing. Let it rip. That was our motto. Our saying for this whole week is to let it rip, and just going out there and finishing the game. That was our ultimate goal. So.
Let it rip. Who started that? Was it Kirby's message? You guys just let it rip?
Yes, ma'am. It sure was. Yep. The whole week. Just go out there and play free. You know. It's the SEC championship. Everybody go out there and have fun. When you have fun, look what happens, you know. So.
I know you're dominant in this one.
Just feel like we played with a bigger chip on our shoulder than the last time we played, and really appreciate you. I just feel like we played with a bigger chip on our shoulder. It's just we have something to prove.
What does it mean to you to be an SEC champion, and why did this team want this win so badly?
I mean, it means everything. That's what we come here for, to win the SEC, then just to play in big games, have the opportunity. So. I mean, it's everything.
For this defense, did it feel like y'all got some get back after what happened in Athens this year?
Yeah. Feel like, yeah, you can say that.
How much does this win fuel you guys for a playoff run to come?
I feel like it fuels us pretty good. I mean, we got a little time off to recover and just get better. So I feel like it's going to do us good.
What do you think this team grew from that game versus Alabama to now? Like you said, you had a chip on your shoulder, but where do you guys think through the course of the season to get to this point where you guys were more maybe ready and prepared for this game?
I would say just focusing on just playing fast out there. I mean, with all the calls we have, like, you can get in your mind, like you can think a lot and you'll be stagnant out there. But it's just going out there and playing football like we always have.